Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to have a look at the level 10 Links LR Blue Boys, or should I say Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku Kaioken, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved VEGETA. So yeah, pretty long name, but yeah, the LR Blue Boys, I've heard them called Evo Ken as well. Pretty good unit. I definitely underrated them when they first came out. I only pulled one copy, I used them a little bit. Didn't really think too much of them, and then recently I used them in my Extreme Realm of Gods no items run for Super Battle Road, and also the Universe 17 mission for the GT Legendary Goku event, and they are actually really good. So 70% attack and defense obviously doesn't look that high at first glance. Then they get an additional attack and defense 7% per key sphere obtained, so they are a nuking style unit. And then they get extra crit chance, extra key, and launch a guaranteed additional normal attack up to 3. With each rainbow orb obtained. So obviously you want to pick up 3 rainbow orbs if possible. They get 3 guaranteed normal attacks. They'll have 21% chance to crit, and they get a bunch of extra key as well. So rainbow orbs are what it's all about for these guys. The great thing is both of their super attacks, the 18 key and the 12 key, they greatly raise attack and defense and lower attack, which is super useful for things like Super Battle Road, but 50% defense raise on super. So really what you want is you want to get those 3 rainbow orbs to get their additionals, and then the more additionals they do, the more likely they are to trigger the additional from their hidden potential system as well. So the ideal turn for them is to get their 3 attacks if possible with the rainbow orbs, and then have them additional into another super attack, so they get double defense raises. Now, unfortunately, on this turn, this isn't the best rotation for them, obviously, but on this turn, we didn't actually have any rainbow orbs to give them. So, we're not going to get any guaranteed additional attacks here. We might still get some, well, I say some, we might still get 1 from the hidden potential, because I do have 2 dupes in them, so obviously bear in mind, this isn't a rainbow level 10 Links showcase. I pulled 2 copies of them from whichever banner it was they were on recently. It was the Saiyan Day Broly banner, right? So I pulled 2 extra copies of them from that, putting them to 79%. And then, yeah, after having using them recently and seeing just how good they actually can be, I decided it probably was a good idea to finish link leveling them. So we haven't had the best rotation set up here. So I need to get them onto the same turn with UI Goku, because not only do they share things like legendary power, they have like some of the God links. I'm not sure exactly. Is it Godly Power is one of them, I think. We'll double check that when they're on rotation together. But more importantly, they do have Tournament of Power, which is a 3 key link. So obviously that's going to help them, even if you can't pick up that many rainbow orbs, that's going to help them to get their actual 18 key super attack. So we will see. And then I brought the physical GT Super Saiyan Goku on this team because he is a rainbow orb changer. So even though he's not a support unit, when we have the turn where we have UI Goku and then the Blue Boys together, if we have GT Goku in slot 3, he's going to create a ton of rainbow orbs, and then that turn we should pretty much be able to guarantee that we're going to get the 3 rainbow orbs for the boys here. So go ahead and do this. I don't know if Gohan has Kamehameha. I don't think he does. He? Because he doesn't. He might not have it till he transforms. Okay, no, he does. So we got Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, and then we will get Kamehameha active. We actually did manage to get the 3 rainbow orbs. So that's very good. And then Krillin on this turn, because we don't have a Goten or Trunks on the rotation, he's only going to be giving the 30% support buff instead of the full 60, but still pretty good for a support unit. Fortunately, Gohan didn't take him out. That was a nice crit, but 4.2 on their attack stat. Pretty good. Again, obviously nowhere near their best turn, so not too bad. The one thing you got to bear in mind, of course, is rainbow orbs aside, they still have that nuking style part of their passive. So the only problem with them is always going to be the fact that if you get one of those turns where you can't really pick up a lot of orbs with them, then obviously it's going to be, you're not going to see as high numbers as you will on other turns. So save all these rainbow orbs over at the side here, so we should be able to get a nice collection of them on the next turn. We can always put UI Goku in slot 1 and not have to worry too much about getting the 18 key super with him, because it's not his showcase. So we will see what we can get here. So I think the friend Goten and Trunks I bought was like 79%, but I thought I'd use a mix of them and the Gohan leader, because Gohan is obviously a very solid unit. He has legendary power. But yeah, it's a fairly solid Kamehameha team, I would say, what with the fact we can run that other rotation as the Goten and Trunks with the AGL Goten. Krillin obviously going to provide them a ton of support. So we can go ahead and do this, and then we can grab the 3 rainbow orbs at the side here. So now with UI Goku, you can see we're rocking every single link except for Warrior Gods. So pretty good turn for them. We got the 3 rainbow orbs. We didn't get a huge amount of orbs overall though. So their overall attack stat probably not going to be anything too crazy. But fortunately, we've gone into this on the first round of the Kabe fight here. So he's got full health. So we should get to see all 3 of the additional normals. And with the 3 rainbow orbs, they have a 21% chance to crit. Plus then the crit chance with the hidden potential as well. So hopefully we can get some consistent crits. If we don't crit on the super attack. Alright, well, there you go. 320k if they don't crit. 600 and nearly 650 if they do. And then there you go. We get the additional 12 key super as well. So what was that? 2.7 on their 12 key. Pretty good. So they put out quite a lot of damage overall just by themselves on this turn. And that's without a support unit in slot 3. So that is actually very good when you consider they're not getting any support on this turn. They do have an active skill as well. It has a HP requirement, so we will see that hopefully soon. I'm going to go ahead and use Goten and Trunks' active skill on this turn. And they're obviously going to be able to get the 100% dodge. So they're going to dodge all 3 of the attacks from Kabe in slot 1. It's not the biggest buff we can possibly give to them, because I think it's if you can get 5 dodges in that turn where they're getting the guaranteeds, they will max out their passive. But 3 is still pretty good, and obviously the showcase is not for them, but just them getting a nice buff to carry us through the rest of the run is going to be good. 6.8 million attack stat with the Krillin on rotation. The friend has 1 dupe, so 69% Goten and Trunks. Very, very powerful. Is this the GT Goku turn? It is. So, I'm going to create a bunch of rainbow orbs here. Oh, well, not as many as I would have hoped, but we can do this. There we go. So we can get those 3. Perfect. So that gives us the full 24 key super. Obviously, again, every link except Warrior Gods. Unfortunately, no support unit on the rotation. But we do have type advantage on this turn as well over this Kale. So we'll see how much damage we're going to do here. UI Goku showing out as well. Mine is 2 dupes for him as well. He is full level 10 links for me as well. Obviously, very, very strong unit. But 5.2 with no support. That's definitely very, very strong. And with the type advantage here, what damage are we going to see? 3.2 with no crit. And then the crit normal attacks doing 1,000,000 damage. That's pretty good. So if they get... Yes! We get the additional super, 3.4. So I think... Are they going to take her out here? That's a ridiculous amount of damage in 1 turn. Obviously, thanks in part to the type advantage, but yeah, we finish her off with the... I mean, UI Goku did a pretty decent amount of damage, but yeah, the blue boy is kind of popping off a little bit in that turn. That's what we like to see. So we go ahead and get a super attack for Goten. We'll just give you these. Are we going to get the Dokkan attack here? If I can avoid it, I would like to. I think we're not just... Yeah, perfect, perfect. So next turn, we can get the Dokkan attack with the blue boys, and we are going to have the Tech Krillin on rotation. So he is going to be giving that 30% buff. So that's going to be a pretty big hit for them on the next turn. So let's see what we can do. We are going to do quite a lot of damage to Caulifla in this 1 turn, so I probably should... Obviously, I want to see the Dokkan attack with them anyway, so we need to put the blue boys in slot 1. Because I don't know if she's going to have a lot of health left going into this next turn. But hopefully we can get a decent amount of rainbows as well. I mean, this team has a ton of HP. We're almost at 500k overall. We haven't really taken that much damage. And then look at this. What a perfect setup. So we get the 4 rainbows. So whilst 3 is the cap for the additional attacks, it doesn't cap the crit chance, if you saw that in the passive. So 28% chance to crit. They are rolled separately, so obviously it rolls the 28% chance to crit. If that doesn't work, then mine do also have 14 crits, so they have another 28% chance. So essentially two separate 28% chances to crit. And then of course they have a 40% chance to additional, thanks to the all the hidden potential buffs that I've given them. So where's their actual defense at the start of the turn? 140k. So remember, that goes up by 50% with their initial super attack as well. So about 210k defense after supering. And that's if they only super attack once. So we'll go ahead and hit the nodes here. Get the Dokkan attack. Fairly slow one, so we should get all of them. Perfect, perfect. And we picked up quite a decent amount of orbs, which obviously helps for a nuking style unit. So 5 million attack stat. Obviously we didn't get quite as many as we did on that previous turn then, since the attack stat is slightly lower. And we have a support unit on the rotation. But, I mean, 5 million still pretty good. I imagine, yeah, I was going to say, I imagine the Dokkan attack is probably going to one-shot. But shows you how good we are with our RNG lately, though, because that was all those separate chances to crit, and we still didn't get a crit on the Dokkan attack. That's pretty crazy. So, ideally I want to do this, but I obviously don't want Goten to get super attacked in slot 1 here. So we'll do this, do this. I want to try and save some of the rainbow orbs. The only problem is when there's so many rainbow orbs, it's so easy for them all to connect together. But we'll do this, get the unit super attack here for Goten and Trunks. My GT Super Saiyan Goku is only 55%, but I've said before in the videos that I did focused around them, I'm super impressed with how good both the Goku and Vegeta are at 55%. So he's a really good unit to fit into the Kamehameha team, just to give that rainbow orb changing. Just because, like I said, even if a unit doesn't necessarily need rainbow orbs, the rainbow orbs help to link up the rest of the orbs on the field. So obviously it makes it a little bit more easy to get a large amount of ki for units that either need that little bit extra to get their super, or obviously LRs where you want to get as much ki as possible. So GT Goku being on this team is really good. So decent damage from him, 55%, and tanking for double digits, so can't really complain about that too much. And then let's go ahead and we can get, yeah, we can get the 3 rainbow orbs again if we put these guys in slot 1, and we got 8 orbs in total. So we'll make this the last turn here. No support unit in slot 3 again, but we should see some big damage. The triple LR turn, full 18 key super attacks, 4.4 on the attack stat. So, I mean, the thing about these guys, they're obviously not the craziest unit in the game. Like, we're seeing LRs nowadays at even like 55% with max links, like say Turles. On their best turn, they're hitting higher attack stats than that. But when you add up the amount of stuff that they can do in total, so you get all of those additional normal attacks, they can additional into another super attack like we have here, and then the possibility for having a bunch of crits like stacked on top of that. Because look, we double supered, so we raised our defense twice, and we take 68k from a super, which in the later stage of an Infinite Dragon Ball History event is really not that bad at all, with no item active, no support unit on the rotation. Pretty solid. So let me know what you guys think of the LR, Goku and Vegeta down below. Have you actually managed to pull them yourself? I do think they are a solid unit. The only downside, of course, being a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR is they don't come around all that often, which is unfortunate. The Saiyan Day banner was, I think, the first time they'd come back on Global. I'm not sure the last time they came back on JP, so I'm not sure how best way to guess that they'll come back on. Maybe Worldwide Celebration they'll be back, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of them down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.